What's happening? You already know what it is. It's Big Bazy, Big K Bazy. We here to talk real quick. You heard me? So, anyway, we here to talk about DaBaby. Now, DaBaby, you know I like you, my nigga. I fuck with you tough. Shit, I still play Sing with you and Screw Skrilla. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm saying bro name right. But, like, I still bump that shit. But, hey, DaBaby step in front of the congregation. It ain't your first time. So DaBaby proclaims himself better than J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. Now, it's good to back yourself. I appreciate the confidence DaBaby has. And he's talented. I'm never going to disrespect DaBaby. And I fuck with him. Plus, we all know DaBaby. Hey, listen. One thing you know about DaBaby will shoot your ass. You heard me. You play with DaBaby, hey, he gonna give you what you want. You heard me. Pause, no diddy. But I will say this. What do you mean by better, and what quantifies better in DaBaby's idea that he's better than these people? If it's sales, of course it's a no. Rap ability, because again, you could be a phenomenal rapper. Look at Eminem, for instance, great rapper. But sometimes that doesn't translate into hit-making ability or song-making ability. That's why as much as Drake has these ghostwriting allegations, and we can have the discussion about is he a rapper's rapper, the boom bap rap and all that type of shit. If we just talk about songs and hit songs, yes, as much as we like Kendrick and J. Cole, like if we just talk about hit songs, yes, yes, we could give the nod to Drake over Kendrick and Cole, as much as Kendrick and Cole are darlings and have great music. If we just talk about totality of hits, yeah, you're gonna give it to Drake. Let's keep it a buck. So again, I just want to know what quantifies himself as better. Rap ability, I think Kendrick and Cole can wipe you down, no disrespect and no shade. Hit making ability, Drake can wipe you down, no disrespect. Popularity, these three can wipe you down, no disrespect, especially with your situation with the LGBTQ plus community, or is it QIA plus? You know what I mean, like again. So let's see what you're saying. So DaBaby discussed his standing in hip hop after the release of his latest studio album, Be More Grateful. I gotta check out your album, by the way. DaBaby says that he's a better rapper than the entirety of the big three, including J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. He discussed his own talents during a recent interview with Apple Music. At one point in the interview, DaBaby described himself as the best rapper alive. Again, you could back yourself. I ain't mad at him backing yourself. And DaBaby can rap. I'm not gonna say here act like DaBaby can't rap. He can, but again, now if we talk about talent, yes, he was talented. Now, if we totality, so again, what would make you better than the big three is not just your rap skill, of course. I would say a bit of influence would be in there, of course. Hit making ability or song making ability would be in there as well. Influence, of course, like sales, like your music sales as well. Like again, like factors like that, I would say. But anyways, career-wise, we know what it is. They're the big three for a reason. He says 1,000%, 1,000%, 1,000%. Like you can go back to when I first started. I always say like. And I know a lot of people say they're the best, but like I'm the best MF and rapper. Like I've been saying it, like, and I know stop saying like goddamn it. I know I'm guilty of that too, so I can't even disrespect him. And I know I often say it when I do my freestyles or whatever. He said, that's called by Double XL. This is a phrase of mine, and a lot of people are familiar with me saying it, but I definitely do mean it. And it ain't no none. Of course, I feel like everybody should feel like they're the best. Facts. Mm-hmm. But that's not. I'm not talking like that. When I say like I'm better than these N-words, I really mean it. Oh, Nadeska did the interview. Shout out Nadeska. Hey, everyday struggle. Yo, if they could bring back that, I wish they could. But anyways. In making his argument, DaBaby highlighted his versatility as an artist. Okay, versatility. Nigga, Drake be over here speaking in patois and getting Duolingo to learn Spanish. We not talking about versatility. No. Stop it. I fuck with you, DaBaby, but stop it. I feel like I have the ability to, go anywhere, you know what I mean, musically. Shit, Drake tried to do a house album. Again, like I can literally do it. Even if we strip everything else away and just go back to being in front of a microphone and putting music on, like I can get in there and be with the best of them, he said. Despite the proclamation, DaBaby says he'd still love to collaborate with J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. Didn't he collab with J. Cole? Didn't that happen? Where am I tweaking? And it ain't no, it's nothing to be frowned upon or whatever, he further clarified. I would love to work with these guys. Like it, take me saying that type of ish and then putting it on display with music, putting it out for those doors to open up for these, for me to end up in the rooms with these guys on the records with. Yeah, you gotta stop saying like, bro. I'm confused as fuck. Anyways, in an interview with Apple Music comes after DaBaby released his latest project, Be More Grateful, back in January. Oh, this shit dropped in January? The fuck? Where was I? In promotion of the album, he will be putting on his own music festival on January 13th in North Carolina. And other news, the New York Times named Kendrick Lamar as one of the greatest living breaking songwriters on Tuesday. DaBaby, I ain't mad at you. Listen, you have to back yourself in this life, bro. You have to have confidence in yourself. I respect your confidence. But you just saying you versatile and you could hang with the best of them, which, okay, fair. If you feel like you can hang with the best of them, fair enough. But, like, you better than these niggas because you versatile, nigga. This nigga Drake be over here trying to do all this shit. Again, we can have discussions. Now, again, I do feel like, sadly, with the kind of stuff you've been with the whole LGBTQIA situation, the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, when you said, oh, you was, you was effing on Megan Thee Stallion. You say you was going to say this on your next album. Like, all them little situations, like, yeah, kind of like didn't have the best, leave you in the best light. So that's kind of what it was with the situation. But even with that being said, again, I'm not mad at you backing yourself. If you're really going to say you better than these people and you probably said it for the headlines for people to talk about it, like I am talking about it right now, you should at least come with more valid points or more proof. That's what I would have appreciated more, honestly, if you wanted to have this discussion, this conversation. But again, I can't really knock you. Again, I feel like you still got work to put in. If you really going to come on and say you better than these three, like, nigga, you seen J. Cole's recent album. It was a fucking masterclass. Now, again, maybe it didn't have the most hit songs, but to his fan base, it was a great project. Again, Iceman is coming out. I'm recording this one on the 2nd, so in 13 more days, that shit is coming out. Kendrick just gave us GNX and did his thing with the tour. Who knows? Apparently, he's working on some shit, so we'll hear what happens. And no, I don't believe he has an album called Fireman that he's gonna drop the same day as Drake. I don't believe that, but again, we'll see exactly what happens and transpires with this little situation. But yeah, man, like, hey, we'll see what happens. Do more. If this has put a fire under your ass or you're going to make more great music, hey, do your thing. That's really all I got to say. But besides all that, you already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ did while they're doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, and hype if you're trying to hit a little bit more. You heard me. And I'm gone sliding some peace, y'all, gang. Aye.